It's about to go down. The second edition of the Dreamland Abia Stadium Aba 19 starting tournament happening live here at the Eyimba Stadium Aba. It's the final between Traveling Football Club and Forster Football Academy. The handshake rituals. Alright, we're going with the handshake rituals. Now we're expecting the dignitaries led by the brain behind this event, Mr. Emmanuel Edede, and the Royal Scouts, and as well led by Mr. Emmanuel Edede, and the chairman of United Bankers Sports Club, and as well the Scouts who have been here with us. Going on between the various players and the dignitaries. Once again, we want to recognize the presence of the head coach of the Eyimba International Club of Aba, Coach Emmanuel Edede. And of course, it's a handshake and it's a moment to remember for these both sides. Forster, the rest on yellow, while our Traveling FC all on white. Well, it will interest you to know that this game will be officiated by the Reverend Father Paul Umileji. He will be the man calling it short right here, and of course the man with the whistle. So it's going to be a 45 minutes first half, 45 first half, 45 second half for the records. So it will interest you to know that we are going to have a full match right here. So first half 45, second half 45 from both sides. The finals of Abia State Dreamland on the 19th Scouting Tournament right here at the iconic legendary Eyimba International Stadium, located in the prosperous city of Aba. A quick reminder, the official kickoff will be done by Mr. Emmanuel Edede, the Vice President, Nigerian Techball Federation, and as well the President and CEO, Dreamland Football Academy. And of course, that this is to announce that if you are not an official, that's a referee, you don't have any business at the touchline. Please kindly find a way upstairs for the records. And as well, at the end of the competition, at the end of today's game, during the award presentation, nobody is allowed into the pitch. Please remain at your stand. Please. We want to respect and acknowledge each and every one of us here. Please, we want us to abide by the rules. At the end of today's game, during the award presentation, remain at your various stand. Only accredited media officials are expected to walk down to the touch line. Only accredited media officials are to be at the touch line. If you are not a media team, please remain at the stands. The official kickoff of the final to be done by Mr. Emmanuel, you will be a driver. Very good play there by the dignitaries. Well, of course, now we can officially anticipate the official kickoff from the center of the free ball unit to get us started right here. Good photograph by the respective teams. We also want to bring up on part of the commentary crew, Mr. Lutson, you're highly welcome. Once again, we want to acknowledge the presence of all media houses. We have some good media or top media men who are still with us right here. From the one, we have Chima Tuto of Real FM. We also have Chutsu Wu of Dreamland Forster FM. We also have Peter Carlo of Eagle Africa, of course the secretary of Abia State One. We also have Flakes, that's Easter Football Flakes. Officially, just to Ibeka, who has been right here with us. Michael Lugunda. He's also with the mix. We also have Benefit Vivazo, who is also right here with you. We also have Dampa. Yes, Mr. Dampa is very popular man when it concerns media right here. We also have Orange Man of Dreamland FM. He has also been a part and parcel of what we have been doing right here. And of course, not to forget my humble self, Shigo, the previous champion of Real FM. It's also nice to also be counted among the media men we are right here. We also have the presence of the sports pastor himself of Forster FM, Aba. The sports pastor is also joining us today. We also have the presence of head of media department of Eyimba International Football Club of Aba in the person of Mr. Chikwemeka Chaja, and somewhere around. Well, of course, now is right about time to anticipate the official kickoff of the finals, calling the finale of the Dreamland. And on the Dreamland, Abia State under-19 starting tournament happening right here at the iconic Stadium Aba in Aba. And of course, the white and the yellow guys. The white side is the boys from Anambra. Known as traveling, we will travel back to Onitsha with all the trophies right here. Or will it before start? Coming after 90 minutes. The mistake of nomenclature there. Mr. Chikwemeka, probably known as Mazi, the head of media department, Eyimba International Stadium. So you are highly welcome and recognize our unreserved apologies for the mistake in the nomenclature. Well, of course, the report gets us on the way right here. And it's Forster with the official kickoff. And of course, action resumes, the ball getting in for a throw-in. We'll keep you updated and of course to give you as proceedings happen right here between Forster and Dreamland FC, both sides in the finale of the Dreamland Abia State under-19 scouting tournament. Right here at the Stadium Aba. Well, of course, proceedings resumes, throwing quickly taking. Paul signals on treatment, more like the throwing should be retaken one more time from the player of Dreamland. Almost a Dreamland, Forster. And of course, it's been an enter right free kick quickly sent in. Going for a head, and of course, a one-on-one situation right now. He do something, no blocks. The ball right now, the linesman, from the body out to signaling the throwing.
The quick one, we also want to acknowledge the presence of the brand behind the beautiful pictures we've seen in various social media platforms. Abia Sports TV.
Well, of course, quickly taking one blocked. And of course, a header right there. Ball now played. The goalkeeper comes out to make the ball heaves. Of course, a corner kick right there for Forster FC. The corner kick will be quickly taken. Passing now, start the corner back on now. The corner quickly taken, and that corner was from Captain X. Now Forster. Seems like the goalkeeper has gotten off the job. Oscar Peter. To find your new on. And of course, seems like Osaro will be needing some medical attention right there, as he has getting himself injured.
We have Osaro right now back to his feet.
You have Osaro right now back. Of course, the center will be up. On the Paul Ogunbichi signaling that he can now start play. It's here. Right there, trying to get them up there. It looks like they're going to see a substitution. Control goalkeeper warming up. Well, of course, as the end of the game for Peter or Sam. Peter will now be coming in to take the place of Peter Osaru, who got himself injured. Goalkeeper finally makes his way to take the place of Osaru Peters. Can we restart the play now? Yes, the referee say we can. Play restarts. The ball's in yellow. Trying to make out something from here, building from the park. Uche, Opai. The ball finds his teammates. And improvement right there, signals to the free kick quickly taken. Right there, he's doing that clinically, he strides but blocks. Forster trying to salvage, hitting from the back. It is eating through the middle of the park. This retains the play, traveling, chasing the ball right now. Forster still in control. Substitution is in Forster, who are having the black and white right now. His head is 18 from the left hand side, but cleared. Trampling, and he got the ball from Omen. Couldn't do that, and now sends it into one more time. Just number 7 finds his teammate Parks. Corner kick there to Forster, who have been asking questions upon questions. It's after the substitution of the goalkeeping department. Forster with their corner kick. One guy who has been phenomenal in these, Tony, he sends it in and blocks. JC number 16 for Forster. Barnabas, Chichi. One guy who has been impressive throughout this competition. Ball signals an improvement. Play response. Travel now, himself on the loses possession one more time. Forster against JC number 2. BBC, Chukwemeka. Passing the ball around to his teammate, and of course he loses position again, traveling against. Will he pass it to his teammate or goalkeeper? He chooses his teammate. Traveling on the goal. And he picked that defender, no he couldn't. As Forster became on possession. Chigosina. Frank Stefani. Forster loses possession to Trampolin. Now playing the ball at the middle of the park. Can they make out something from this? They are still in control. He settles it in and can't find his teammates right there. What a chance! Can he slot the ball in? But no! Forster against possession. Can be defended right there. Trampolin, the captain of the side. Good tackle right there, but Corey says the referee. Playing is being edge to edge and end to end affair right there. Going from Forster and Crawford.
Definitely in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, we've seen Forster FC doing one of the attack and pushing possession and forcing attack, trying to see if they can find that early goal. All through this tournament, Traveling FC has been the team who are good in running the quick attacks and mounting pressures earlier on their opposing teams. But in this final, we've seen Forster FC being the team that is doing the opposite. So I feel it's still the early hours of the game. The traveling teams are just trying to, bring up momentum and bring themselves into this game. I won't be surprised at the end of the day, it will be traveling FC that will be the first team to give us the first goal of this final, despite the fact that Forster has been the one that asking all the good stuff.
Talking about big stars, it's a chance! But nobody home to connect. That played at JC number 7. The El Capitino off the side. Giving it that cross. JC number 7 made a very nice move. Talking about JC number 7. Uche Wopai. What a beautiful play right there. Finding the captain. Traveling. The Shepherd loses it one more time. Trying to be getting power, but couldn't. Forster in control right now. Forster affair, so one is the counter. 12 minutes of action, seen right at the Eyimba Stadium Aba.
They don't play that game. It's not a joke.
Yellow. The important question right there.
All of us will play more together next week. They all rush me out.
All right. The Forster side trying to come the tempo of the game.
And they go back on Sunday. I don't tell them make it cheap. We go play the match.
Switches the center right now. Finally, third player, Jason number 7.
I work now. You see the office.
Beautiful final right there. Gigi at the ball release. Find his teammate one more time. Jason number 14. Centers in the hole, but still clear. Forster.
You don't private chat me and they change up for me.
Breaking through crosses, but yet not good connect.
Yeah, every single day.
As he centers the ball, finding his teammate right about now. Trouble FC that they find the opener. No, says the defender. Paul signals an infringement free kick. Well, of course, it's Forster trying to play from the park. DK. Pass Gigi. Finding Wellington. Wellington back to Fango. Fango finds Gigi. Trying to make that breakthrough pass. And couldn't. Benefit and notice they have been pervading through these trying to make sending those breaker crosses. But yet, the solitary defense line of Traveling FC have been proven rock solid for Forster to break easily.
Definitely. Forster FC has been trying to cut down the defense line of Traveling FC through the right flank, but the player there, the left fullback from Traveling FC, in the person of Arize Enoch, born on the 7th day of July 2008, wearing jersey number 12, is a player that knows his order. He's been trampling down on those attacks that have been coming out for Forster FC through the right flank, trying to make those crosses and those penetrating practice. But he's been the one cutting it down. The question is, how long will he maintain his stable and composure in the defense line to deny Forster FC an opportunity to win this game through the right flank?
Well, talking about Arize, he had Uche Wopai 2 euros right there. Uche Wopai have been making life so difficult for him. Well, of course, we anticipate for that through to be thinking as possible as yes you can. Through the thinking from the captain of the Traveling side, but sending away by the defense line of the Forster side. With no cross right there from the captain of the Traveling FC. As the goalkeeper of Forster makes the ball, he decides to play from the park, finds his teammate Chigozie. Chigozie finds Fego. Fego. Finding Ebuka. But of course, he's been the first after from the back as he sends us in outside course, outside position. Can you make something out of it? But no. The Traveling FC shotstopper calmly picks up the ball. Will he go for a shot start or a long pull out? He decides to make it shots. Forster chasing the game right now. And of course, they regain spot possession clinically. JC number 2, Carrington. And of course, still finding the play that JC number 7, Uche Omai. Plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper finds his closest teammates, the boys in yellow. Can he make a long shot? No, he decided to find Chichi. Chichi claiming the ball, a perfect control right there. The long turn, he finds Omai. Omai on the goal, can he break through that defender? He decided to go for a pass which he missed. But he claims the ball one more time, finds his closest teammates. Can they break through this resilient traveling defense line with those breakthrough passes? What a chance! An opportunity, but the Dreamland FC shot stopper claims the ball one more time with a close range serve to restart play right here. Then questions upon questions. When with these breakthrough passes finally yield results for Forster?
I believe if it continues like this, Forster FC will take the barrier and score the first goal. We've seen the jersey number 10 for Forster FC, the quality striker, pulling the defensive line of Traveling FC, trying to make that utilize that opportunity to score the first goal. Definitely no distant time. His strengths and everything will be an opportunity for him to utilize the nearest opportunity to give Forster FC the lead in today's game.
And of course, talking about the lead, the scoreless from both sides, 17 minutes of action still right here. And the iconic Stadium Aba between Forster and Traveling. The finals of the 2026 Dreamland Abia State Under-19 Cup. Well, of course, the coach of Traveling trying to have some pep talk with his players quickly before play gets starts. As the center referee, Paul Onyelechi, he handed a wall with the goalkeeper, pep talk on. Well, of course, play can be restarts now, says the center referee, Paul. Well, of course, Paul Traveling, pulling something from the bar. Can he go for a long shot? Or will he find it slow? Yes, he decides to let it long. Finding his teammate who was unable to beat that defender. Ball resulting to a throw. Forster wins themselves a throw right here. The beautiful play we are seeing right here from the boys in yellow. Forster asking questions about questions, but then we've seen things like this go back or get the team that have been absorbing the pressure, run away with the victory. We won't be surprised if we see the same right here in the finals of this great competition.
Definitely, I won't be surprised, just like we stated earlier on, that Traveling FC has been the team that has been mounting pressures quite early in the game in this competition. But today in the final, we are seeing a different ball game. We are seeing Forster FC being the team mounting the pressures and asking the question. But football is a game of 2 halves, 90 minutes. At the end of the day, we might see Dreamland FC being the team that will go home with the trophy. It might even be a game plan from their technical group for them to sit back and
allow the cross comes in, but nothing to let out of the feet right there.
And allow Forster FC to be the team that will be playing and having control of all the games and all the balls and run them through counter-attack. So we'll keep putting our eye on this game and see how Traveling FC will absorb the pressure that's been coming on them from Forster FC.
Well, of course, talking about pressure, Forster asking all the question and now Traveling absorbing the pressure. Forster trying to regain possession. Yes, they do that. And of course, center referee Paul says play on after they reach 9 times. Traveling, can they do something right here for themselves? Dispossessed. Against possession, back quickly. Crosses in the ball, finding his teammate. Paul goes out against back possession. Of course, what a chance, but offside says the referee. Of course, free kick to be taken by the Traveling side from Anambra. The ball sent in. The captain of the side, passes the ball to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper finds his closest teammate. He decides to go a bit long. Still in possession is traveling, but possession lost. Paul takes an infringement. Free kick right there.
I was expecting the referee to leave the advantage for Dreamland FC because they were still in possession of the game.
Well, of course, we've seen him make those couple of mistakes previous time. For 3 times it's made. He has the final say. Chasing up a separate high. Making life difficult for the defense line of the traveling side, but shot blocked. Chichi, doing it all the time. He grabs the ball, finds his teammate Omai. What a play right there, but nobody home to connect.
A beautiful team play there from Forster FC.
Traveling. Trying to protect the ball. He does our pocket. He finds his closest. Even though breakthrough passes. With breakthrough passes coming, can he go for a cross or will he pick that defender? No, he decided to go for a cross. And now the cross comes in. Nothing to make out of that cross. As the goalkeeper calmly claims the ball. But of course, that is not right there. The referee signals are played and they were started. Yes, on perfectly. Forster in control and in contention. Asking questions upon questions. Finally, the breakthrough pass come, but offside says the referee. Will he be booked for that? Next fight he will. Or will the referee have a little word with you? Maybe more like a caution. Well, yellow card issued right there. Yes, the offside flag raised, whistle blown, but he decided to play the ball into the net. Then referee Paul Williams decides to issue a yellow card right there.
As the game is still ongoing, our attention was drawn to a couple of dignitaries who have made way into the stadium.
Well, a beautiful opportunity right there for Forster, for Confident actually, for blocks, balls there within range, and anything be done right here, nothing seriously.
We want to acknowledge the presence of Coach Emmanuel Dodds, technical advisor, Eyimba International Football Club of our partners. They are physically present with us praising this epoch final. We also want to recognize the presence of Chief A.K. Onyevo, former Vice Chairman, Nigeria Football Association.
Well, Forster still in control. Omai finding his closest teammates. Referee says play on for that rough on for that tackle of Danielson. Traveling, trying to turn defense into attack, but dispossessed right there. I thought they wanted to understand only keep that ball and go in for the throwing, but no. Decides to switch play to the other side. Finally right there from Traveling, trying to reclaim the ball. But they put something right there for themselves. There's possession of the ball right now. Finds his teammates who closest to him. There's been a play after play right here. Forster against possession, but we lost one more time. Gigi couldn't make anything out of the ball. Opa can fully carry Danielson. Can he find the high? Looks like that has been his finest connection point. Yes, he does that one more time. Finding a high. Opa finds Gigi. It's been more like, if you follow the proceedings, it's been like Danielson to find from this side, Danielson to Opa to Gigi. If you follow the play of Forster, it looks like the technical advisor or whosoever calling it short for the traveling FC to beware of that play between these three players.
The good players understand each other and the team is built around the good players, fantastic players. Bring the cuttings onto this game so far. I believe that they are the one that will bring the changes for Forster FC in this game.
Well, of course, Forster. I think we're not going to play. As the cross comes in, but brought down. Players says the referee. Top of the position, yes, a save! Yet another save! What an attempt! The traveling side, this is what I was talking about. They may not find the chances, but the one they found so far, they are making beautiful judicious use of it.
I just stated this earlier, and I think that was a game plan of the coach of Dreamland FC. Allow Forster FC to have the ball, allow them to the play, allow them to enjoy, but run them on the counter attack, and that was what they just did there to get that their first shot of target in this game. And if it continues like this, Dreamland FC will take the lead against Forster FC.
Absorbing the pressure, waiting for the opportunity. One penny, one of those took the lead. Doxley. And that beautiful cross. Meanwhile, it's still within their range. Free kick right there from the traveling side. The guys that came all the way from the light of the region, Anambra State. Jason number 4. Will he go for a long free kick? Of course, he does that perfectly, but cleared right there by the resilient defense line of the Forster side. Forster chasing right now as a final against possession. And he's not alternative from here, looking like that. Gigi definitely would love to find a guy, but not. He finally looking like he will take that position. No, but he has to find his closest teammates. But this possess right here, corner kick to Forster. What a play right there from this side. Gigi have been the playmaker. He stepped down for this side, but no, not only a corner.
sir.
We apologize for the breaking transmission in the back. We're still the final of Dreamland on the 90s tournament happening live in Abia. Happening live here at the Eyimba International Stadium. The game between Traveling FC and Forster Football Academy.
Bring to the traveling band. The guys from Abia. Off the free kick right about now. What's the call that made it free kick? It's very cool that goes wrong right there.
The chairman of Abia Football Society, the Secretary, Mr. Dreamland. So you're highly welcome. We also have in our midst the presence of Mr. Frank Chinagramwachi, the chairman of Uchegeria Football Club of Aba, Chief Tochubu Ikone, team manager, Aba FC, Mr. Okoro Gabriel Chega, chairman, United Bankers Sports Club.
Well, of course, the free kick about to be taken right now. Will he decide to go straight or direct? Or will he decide to pass it around? Forces the outside player can come in. And of course, one of them is the head of the free kick. He decides to go for a shot on the wall blocks. Well, Forster against possession right there. Trying to come between people on the top. Give it from the bar. Ball traveling against possession. Sent it in those stepping crosses. And going without successful enough to go in.
A few dollars a pro on set piece taken there by the players of Traveling FC. I thought they are to utilize that opportunity.
Pass a pass! But says the referee. Position defenders right now, we left two. Coming out of the game. Fumbling. In possession, trying to build from the ball. Free kick. That's up, that's offside. Looks like he's going to go for a pull-out. Yes, that's what he knows, perfectly. Finding his teammates. JC number 9. Maxman for the side. The ball's in white. Lose possession one more time. Post have against. Traveling lets the ball here. It's borderline clean. Defending for their lives is Forster. Right. What an encounter we are witnessing right here. And of course the traveling side from Anambra looking like they're finding their mojo back in this encounter there.
Well, definitely the both sides have shown reason or justify the reason of them being the final. In the first of the 30 minutes of this game, it's been an end-to-end attack from the both sides, but hopefully we are still expecting to see the first goal of today's final. From the way it's going, it might come from either side, as both sides have upped their game in this affair today.
Well, of course, JC brought down Darlington Davidson. Got that right there. But Paul on the left eye. Well, 36 minutes of action still right here. Nothing to separate Forster from traveling. There's still a stalemate, goalless. The finale of the Abia State's Dreamland on the 19th starting from the Abia Stadium Aba, right here in the city of Aba. Of course, what a little pass, and he made the last finishing touch. There's the pass clearance right there. Crossing into, putting the ball forward, Luki.
I must commend the central defender of Forster FC. That was an experienced man there because the striker was already in a dangerous area. And this time that Stanford might result to a penalty, but he was able to compose himself and giving a shadow marking with a little pressure that displays him on the possession of the ball.
Possession of the ball leads a free kick right now to traveling. Referee throws his whistle that the free kick should come, and the free kick goes. And free kick right there, free kick to traveling.
I feel the final that the tempo of the game has changed from ball playing to physical. We are now seeing more of physical contact than the ball.
Here. And the referee is in justice. Well, with the tempo and the way the game is going, we won't be surprised if we see more of the cards. Chichi, being the only man at the middle of the park on yellow. The other side goes to defend for their lives. 23 seconds, City, and the header. The goalkeeper can't put them the ball. Going for a pull out on his side. What will he decide to? The next is a shot serve, finding his closest teammates. Deacon. Still in control is him, who decides to go for a long shot. He's been an interesting after will he go for it. The cross comes for the header. Unable to connect. Every cross, every attack is deadly from the Forster side. He's possessed right there. Fine defending.
A calm and composed defensive tactics there by the jersey number 5 of Forster FC.
Well, of course, beautiful crossing right there, but solidly defended. Very solid defense line. Wonderful. The boys in yellow. Not giving this guy, he's talking about the problem side any behind their defense lines. The free kick. It goes out to traveling. The captain on the side drops it to his feet and he looks likely to go for a long shot. He crosses the ball. Can he find anybody? But no, the goalkeeper lets the ball leave. End to end and excellent affair right here. Traveling against possession. Go ahead up, but loses it immediately. Regains it one more time. Gets it number 9. Will he find his teammates? Chichi not giving him room for that. Well, he finally does successfully. But Forster against back possession. Improvement right here says the way through. No thanks to that tackle. Coming from Jason on the side of 2-0-9. Captain of Traveling, Jason number 15, El Capitino. Sends this in the ball, trying to go for a cross. He don't find his teammates perfectly. As Forster against position, boys in yellow. JC number 10 couldn't reach the ball faster. As Forster against. Playing the ball around and around. JC number 4. Traveling. In control right now. He decides to take it back. And he finds his teammates. Will make him a chance to know his teammates support. He's trying to find the same guy. Can he make those perfect wrongs? Yes, he does. Gets past that defender, not perfectly. As referee is now an infringement. Free kick right there, says Paul Ozimeji. Plus a guard to add to it.
I think that was a very poor schoolboy error there by the left fullback of Traveling FC. His hands was so exposed and caught the attention of the central referee, and it was good enough the referee made use of his yellow card. Now he has to play the rest of the game being cautious of his tackles.
Behind the ball. One man who are being exceptional for me is a counter. He got way on cross. What's going to happen right here? What's the header? Oh. The opposition defenders right now look free to the lead. Knowing that ball wouldn't penetrate past that goalkeeper. But just a good kick right there. Play results. Traveling. That's something for themselves right there, building from the bar. 43 minutes of action, still right here. 2 minutes plus additional time to play. The record of the matching the errors. Traveling is still with the ball and has got just close his whistle very quickly. What is actually wrong with Forster?
Well, I feel the referee is still trying to adapt to the pressure that was in the game, but I believe that he noticed sometimes he'll definitely make corrections to the error maybe at the end of the first 45 minutes.
Well, of course, talking about making corrections, he's traveling right there, going to pick something, but no! Still in possession, he's traveling. Forster trying to get the block. Yes, the final goes. We'll be expecting additional time. Any moment from now as Forster trying to build something for himself right here with that clinical attack. Traveling. Offside, says the referee. Looks like with the same 2 additional minutes. These exciting encounter. Oh yeah, we're anticipating that to come up any moment from now. Forster playing from the ball. Well, gentlemen, it's 45 minutes as we await the additional time. Yes, the additional time comes. It's official. 2 added minutes. 2 minutes to bring this encounter to a close. Talking about the first 45. Player brought down, referee says free kick. Chichi. What can he make out of these right about now? Free kick taken shortly, calmly, clinically. If they do anything with it, no, they couldn't. As Traveling against back possession. It's been a dry game right there. We've seen play from both sides, but it looks like it's Forster. Not just how it looks like, it's been Forster asking the vital and important questions right there, but no answer yet for the boys from Umwanya. Will he try a long shot? He doesn't! What a save! What a save!
I think it's long expected that Forster FC has been trying to, score the first goal or take the lead in this game where crosses and penetrating parties, and it has not yielded any positive result. So I don't think the striker made any mistake by trying to shoot on target. It's been a whole lot of mistakes from the central referee.
Why should I put a corner kick?
So that's one of the reasons why there's been an introduction of the video assistant referee to take cautions of some conflicts, because situations like this whereby the center referees get wrong calls.
What a fine finding! When we go for the final strike at the offside flag raised. Offside. Low position defenders looks pretty relieved right now. Paul blows his way through to draw the first half to a close. It's been a season now. Up down the right side, full foul, yellow, white. Well, I think it's a very good side up 5 minutes. First scores is Forster 0. Well, thank you, DJ Perfect. As we are ready to start this finale between Forster. As we are ready to kick off ball. And of course, we are on the way right here. Second 45 minutes upon us. We first started the proceedings right here. Well, the story to bring up for Crawford and Akron, it started the proceedings. Well, there's a drawing for first start rolling to be taken. Right to my left. Right already is coming from the left to the right. Forster is the side of yellow. White buffalo white. Well, it's been a white and yellow up there, but the record yellow on the commentary alongside the piece of as well. When I spoke to the answer of the goalkeeper. For Forster FC. Chasing up at 13 for Forster. Finds his teammate. Trying to run the break out of the way to run the place. Bob, yes! Well, I'm outside the back of praise on something that looks is going to be an open and shot. A few goals between these two sides are heading to the finale of the Abia Dreamland 19 Cup. The starting tournament happening right here at the Stadium Aba. A free kick to Dreamland, which has been quickly taken. Pulling around there from the captain of the side. Dreamland trying to find a breakthrough goal, dispossessed. Forster against possession, trying to build from the park. That pinned down perfectly. A true pass to Chichi. Chichi loses possession, but his teammate still in control. The captain of the side, chasing up an antique, trying to score his teammate. Sweep of play to the other side. Well, man, it's been an end-to-end affair right there, looking like traveling, growing gradually into the game as an attack has been set up. Well, of course, it's been an end-to-end and traveling, looking like they have found their mojo finally. Free kick, the referee says play on actually after that improvement.
Definitely, Traveling FC gradually are opening their play, trying to retaliate those pressures that were absorbed too far from the hands of Forster FC. They thought it's time for them to take the game back to them and see if they can eventually get the first goal of this encounter and finally go home with the trophy in today's affair.
Okay, brought down for the missing one of the free kick to win. The Warden. Two will go and talking about FC. Well, the free kick quickly taken. Not long, but a short one for that matter. Now the long cross comes in. Couldn't find anybody, but only the boys in yellow. pass there. Returns the ball, passes into the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper passes towards his teammate, passes the ball to him, acting off the side, the L back into number 19, acting off the ball now. Who pass at the offensive block or short. Short. Chichi. What a pass! Beautiful play right there from the boys in yellow. He can send it down there with that cross. No, he sees as the shot. Finding his teammates. Who is going to back to that defense line and doing it about that thing. But loses possession. Ball out the right there from the top inside. That's still coming in the center. Forcing no other way. Trying to find the shot from the box. Falling on the goal. This possession right there. Good thanks to that ball. Ball. 2003 man. Rotation needed right there by the problem FC player. Roberto. He's been in persons and also but the singles are with the most of the position.
It's been an interesting game, but I will not do myself very good if I call to acknowledge the brilliance of the jersey number 16 of Forster FC, talking about Chichi. He's been an outstanding player in today's game, cutting the passes, controlling and commanding those passes there in the middle of the park for the Forster FC. The guy doesn't allow his skinny nature to affect him of his ability to do what he knows how to do. So I will say that Chichi has been doing so well for Forster FC. We just want to see the strikers of Forster FC utilize those passes and passes that Chichi have taken from his team so far.
Well, of course, it's still Forster acting on the mission as we can see substitution ready to be enforced.
We're going to understand that at the end of today's final, there are lots of individual awards for these players. We are not going to see the winner going home with a trophy alone. We are also going to see individual awards for the various players who have been outstanding.
Trouble right now, back to back outstanding boys. Well, the effort to the result to the goalkeeper. Substitution in force, jersey number 21 at CT, jersey number 17 coming in. Talking about jersey number 17, Bukaki Kechubu. He's a player that will be making his way. Jersey number 21, exiting the pitch is Ifani Okwali. When we started now the ball, yeah. It's been an end-to-end affair right here. Fuji have been possessed of the ball. Fine connection from the ball, it's a white. Of course, Forster against the ball. Trying to go through for those breakthrough crosses. The cross finally comes from blocks. the victory goal. Comes the player to begin with Patrick. 8. Continuing. Out to the taken right there. From the boys in yellow, going quickly enforced. Possession lost. The free says play on after the treatment. Traveling now. Sends in a long cross. Finding his teammates perfectly. Switching play to the other side. And he's sending another wide cross. Yes, beats that defender. But he's possessed by Mr. Chichi. What a fine player right there. Bam.
Chichi has been out of the pitch. He's not only pushing attack, he's also defending. He's a good quality player. He plays in and out for the team in this game.
And of course, the player brought down there, jersey number 4. Ascolo Dimechi. Sitting out on the treatment. Free kick to traveling at the middle of the park. He decides to find his teammates. Trying to switch play to the other side, and they're doing that with every intention of getting a goal, but he's possessed. But the rest still goalless. Between both sides. Forster and traveling. While the ball still within range, but is possessed right there by the Brazilian defense line of the Forster side. Throwing right there in a promising possession. For Traveling FC of Eyimba. Throwing about to be taken out. Yes, he's taking for chasing number 2, but the ball finds the boy in blue, the boy in yellow actually. Who sends it in a long cross, finding his captain. And captain is possessed. Chichi received the throw. Teammate waiting for him to turn around and give him the pass, but he decided to push forward.
Check him now, if they don't come back to the time.
Hello. Just as the game is still ongoing, our nation has been put to a special recognition. A special recognition goes to Ezine Patricia Edede, mother of Mr. Idobi Edede. We want to give a special recognition to Ezine Patricia Edede, mother of Mr. Idobi Edede. Mr. Idobi Edede, the Vice President, Nigeria Football Federation, the President and CEO of Dreamland Football Academy. He is the brain behind whatever that we are seeing happening here today. I want to give a special recognition to Ezine Patricia Edede, mother of Mr. Idobi Edede.
Forster quickly taking and finds a header, but the header couldn't find alternative, but only a goal kick. The goalkeeper of Traveling claims the ball. As we are waiting there, will he go for a long or short? It seems that it's short passes. And we don't start again. Well, of course, now to get something. What a fine opportunity for Lutz. The goalkeeper claims the ball one more time. Will he go for shots? No, he decides to take it long distance. They will introduce player now with the ball. A fine pass, and Apec. Clearly to Traveling, quickly taking. yellow. Pulling away from home the possible to see how traveling with the upper hand right about now, trying to make out something for themselves right there. The breakthrough pass comfort, to the next. And the traveling goalkeeper travels on the way to win the ball. Takes the defender, strikes in the pass. Update from the sideline is traveling, trying to enforce the substitution. Dish number 8 and dish number 11. About to split their tape. I'm getting some instruction from his technical advisor. And as we await those balls for the competition can now be enforced. JC number 16 and seating. JC number 11 to take his place. As gentlemen will let his way in. Finally enforced. And I want to cross you right here. Crossing comes in, but couldn't connect. But still within range though. Couldn't be that defender looking up on the post up play and referee raises his card. Engagement on 22 traveling. Well, while he's at the goal, he makes those error passes. Player just need to go into a goalkeeper to build something from far.
We are still expecting the first goal of the game. Both sides are trying to be conscious of their game plans. Nobody wants to make the mistakes. A whole lot of substitutions have been done from both sides. We just watch out hopefully to see how effective the substitution will be for both sides. As the scoreline still remains scoreless.
Forster. Finding his closest teammate. Traveling with his possession. Trying to create an attack right there. Crossing about to come. Yes, finally does, but left. Traveling. Loses position right now. Chichi. 17 across. They pull it to the final net of finding this teammate as trouble in the next possession. Forster. Chichi. Finds another closest teammate. Jason number 13. Jason number 13. With the ball. Will he find the final breaker? Dispossessed. Trouble in control right now. Westbrook blows his whistle. When we believe in everything, all the time we tell. The first player the team has update that will start right now. And player will start happens quickly. So Chris Allen is foul session. Player with crossing yet. The FC. Well, we've seen score a goal with corner kick. Are they going to repeat that right here? Well, the Tony Johnson again, he find a head of a blood. An acrobatic pass, nothing too serious to trouble the goalkeeper. And of course, he's Forster going right now, trying to find the breakthrough pass. The breakthrough pass comes, but in possession, that's not how they can find possession. Of course, Inebechi looks like he wants to have a word with that player before play can really start. And of course, play will start right there. Full start. No contention. With possession of Abia. Trying to see the position of the team. And another team trying to find the center of the team. Protest right there. Well, I thought that was to me, but the way I'm looking at it, I didn't review anything of signing the back down, but working at the final zone. Definitely the referee has the final say in the absence of the video assistant referee. How to control what we have on the center referee. The conductor with the air routine decided that the goal.
I got to go now, it's the same day. Now that I think 2 days after I able to say it.
So I'll talk about Mark going on. Playing song right now.
Now finally the
Who finally started to go cross his box?
He did. when they go
The goalkeeper was smart enough, quick and fast enough to come to the rescue of the ball. And after the rescue, he found himself on the floor.
That was a clash of new joints there. The good players, the request to ascertain who the possession of the ball had to crush their knees together. And I feel like there's so much pain for the good players that they strike up for Forster FC has to force himself on. He rolled outside the field, but he's back. His feet still limping. He says that the good players are facing serious pain as a result of that neo clash. The gradually good players are on the feet. Just have to see how long they may struggle to continue this encounter today.
We're talking about this encounter is between Crawford and Forster, who are playing the finals of the 2026 Dreamland State Under-19 Cup right here at Eyimba International Stadium. Well, as we see Forster about to enforce another substitution.
We have some amazing individual awards. We have the best player, the highest goal scorer, and as well the goalkeeper of the tournament. At the end of this game, we'll definitely see the players that will go home with these various individual awards.
Well, I'm going to take into the match soon, well, of course, that cross finally comes, trying to find Gigi, but couldn't. Gigi chasing number 16 for Forster, finding his closest teammates. Forster to see the cross. His possession right there, struggling against that possession, but he to lose the possession, but couldn't. And now possession finally lost. Forster against the park. At the middle of the park. The LPT wall problem. Player brought down. Following it, you say is player. And the goalkeeper of Forster can't against the ball. Dropping the ball, can't against the ball.
We definitely want to acknowledge the various scouts who have been us all through this competition, watching and identifying the wonderful talents we've seen so far in this competition. We want to acknowledge the
They don't want the chance. They don't be the boys that don't know.
substitution for both sides. We want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Joseph Remedios, Chief Scout for Timonese BC Portugal. Mr. Abraham Adelaja, Manager Blue Private Investment Portugal, and as well Mr. Osama Eke, the Sporting Director, BCV Reden, Germany. You are welcome to this beautiful city. This is just a tip of an iceberg of the beautiful and amazing talents that we have in this part of the world.
It's a partnership playing right here. With nothing to separate both sides.
Once again, we want to bring the attention of everyone to this very vital information. Please, at the end of the game, if you are not part of the accredited journalists, if you are not an official, please, you should remain at the various stands. We don't want the big size to be crowded during the presentation of awards.
And the chance for the returns back in and it's great! This is what we are here! What a strike! With the post of the defender! What a technical play! Coach, Kali, Obikebe, and finally execute the we've been answered for. It's Forster one. Throw for the field. What a clinical moment, coach. A beautiful goal. What a beautiful player. Ben, what a strike.
Definitely, what a strike there, but the season final this goal makes for Forster FC, the winning team since the blast of the whistle, doing the questions, mounting the pressures, and finally, it has paid off for them. The cards are out, both players, the goal scorer and Chichi for Forster FC has improved. Both players pulled off their shirt in celebration of that goal. It shows how much this goal means for Forster FC. We'll be telling about the pressure that Dreamland FC and so far in this game. But the question was, how long will they be able to confront this pressure?
And of course, goal scored by substitute Eyimba Stadium Aba 17, scoring that goal at the 76th minute of his encounter. Beautiful play right there. Eyimba brought in the second half. And we have proven that he can play Super Sub 40 to the cluster.
Well, she played the goalkeeper with a position very well too. Make that save, you can see from his close range there.
Line of change right now. It's first start, the boys on yellow, white, the boys on yellow, white dropping the boys on white, still. In the Brooklyn Park, come on. With the defeat.
Looking at the time, they still have a couple of minutes to travel to the opposing post to see if they can find an equalizer. They have a set piece. Hopefully they will utilize it very well to equalize this game. But the scoreline will definitely open up this game. We're going to see more of an attack from the traveling team to see how they can equalize this game.
Of course, we take down to traveling jersey number 2 behind the ball. Looks like he will prefer to go for a cross as the Forster walls begins to mount. Well, ball signals on the free kick and goal. Free kick quickly taken but not. Of course, from a free kick to a throw-in. It's now traveling, asking the questions, looking for a level right here. The captain on the side with a throw, finds the letter off his teammates, but the shot, the ball has been cleared. Chichi trying to wrestle the ball with that player right there, ball is possessed. Throwing for traveling. Traveling right now, looks like they have been rejuvenated. Down the goal, aiming up to know that yes, this is a finale. There is a trophy to be won. They are now trying everything humanly possible to see what they can make out of this encounter. As they are now in possession of the ball, JC number 7 running quickly fast to see how he can pick that player. But unfortunately he couldn't as the ball goes in for a throw-in. The player down. We're following every direction to ascertain the level of the situation. Maybe he will be needing medical attention and we call for medic to be made. Medic running deep and fast. See what he can do right there. Well, our players using the opportunity to get some pep talk from their coaches. As we've seen 81 minutes on the clock. See. Floor. Can travel and find an equalizer. Maybe force this game into a penalty. Penalty. The big guys are done only were able to get to the finale. Against our field. So let them get an equalizer. But we will be seeing this game entering a penalty shootout. The players getting some of water break.
I think the system referee has called for a hydration break.
But with what you've seen so far, the response of Traveling, are we expecting an equalizer from this time?
Well, judging from the way they approach the game since conceding that goal, I think it will be quite difficult for them to break the defense line of Forster FC to find an equalizer. If actually they wanted to level up this game, the tempo and approach at which they would have moved to this game after conceding that goal would have been much better than what we are seeing so far. So I think they need to up their game.
Our players have been asked to return back to the pitch for another minute of the game. It will be enforced right about now. The Providence side tried to introduce a fresh leg change to number 14. He made a mistake. He didn't try to encounter. One substitution has been enforced. Jason on the point takes the beat for Jason on the 11. Of course, Luke was smarter.
Players want to hear people also feel the touch of the beat.
Well, the first goalkeeper makes the ball release calmly. The rebound is possessing the ball, he looks for a total clearance. Option step for him to the net and he decides to go for a total clearance.
The Forster goalkeeper has been on vacation. It's not first week, there's so much pressure He's after coming in for the main goalkeeper as a result of that injury that he sustained. He's been on a period of holiday. The strikers of Dreamland FC are yet to shoot. Not a target for him.
Well, of course, it's the second strong. One more time, and we do something. And the one opportunity. This opportunity to double the lead. What a criminal chance is left there.
What a way to waste that goal. He had his opportunity to finish that game. He had his faith in his hands, but I think he wanted to add more ice to the game. But at the end of the day, the ice became a loss for both of them.
Well, of course, that still is the scoreline at 1-0 in favor of the Yellow Guys. The boys in yellow, Forster, leading traveling from Anambra. 1-0 to nothing right here in the finale of the 2026 Dreamland on the 19th tourney. The starting tourney right here at the Stadium Aba in the city of Eyimba Aba. Well, of course, he's now traveling. Having the ball right now, he's traveling. Jason number 2, finding his closest teammate, the El Capitino of the side, Joseph Spencer. He's going to hit something with this. Opportunity calls from this possession right there. Traveling with the ball. Jason number 13. Find his teammates, dispossessed. Traveling Jason number 17, the goal scorer. With the opportunity to double his team's lead right now. Can he get out something from these? One the traveling defenders are giving him no rest. And they have been brought down. When we ball in, he says play on. On the sideline, we are seeing Jason on the play for Forster, ready to step into the pitch. The substitution about to be for City. That's Gigi about to exit the pitch. Forster with the upper hand and dominance. Okay. Traveling. Again, station. Well, as we are slowly approaching 90th minute. Traveling right now with an opportunity to get an equalizer. Cross comes in, finds teammate, but dispossessed. Player brought down, Paul says play on. Another player brought down, this time he decided to use his whistle. Can the substitution be enforced right now? Yes. As we see Gigi ready to exit the pitch. Now the finest players of this tournament, Gigi, exiting Jason number 3, coming in.
You can see him receiving the standing ovations and applauses from the man of the VIP stand. Gigi has been outstanding in today's game.
Usoma entering right now as we are waiting. Well, throw it right there. Throw it quickly, take it. Of course, Forster on the attack. Player brought down. Referee says free kick. So we're seeing 2 additional. So when does it come to a close? And so now, 2 minutes time. 2 minutes of fighting. Once again, we want to remind everyone, please remain at your various sitting position. If you are not part of the officials, if you are not part of the accredited journalists covering this game, you don't have any business approaching the touchline. You don't want the touchline to be crowded. Please maintain your sitting position. Can we see this free kick bring the goal? Can this free kick keep traveling in goal? Free kick and a kind of a promising possession. Well position free kick taken by the captain at the side. They had a what a minute! Uses the header to drop in for the striker. For the striker to bury the ball. But Jason number 2. The goalkeeper from Forster FC trying to play some delay tactics. Starting himself booked by the center referee. As this game will be coming to an end any moment from now. Traveling on the hurry. Looking for a far through. As he takes a very foul throw that amounted to nothing too serious right there. Don't still within the mix. Please, if you are not an accredited journalist or an official, please, you have no business coming back as the referee plays his whistle to draw the win of the 10-2 close. Finally, it is Forster FC champions of the 2020 series and the wins of the mighty armies. Thanks to that goal scored by substitute Abia Stadium Aba. Finally, we have a winner. The boys have come all the way from Anambra to win home to the second position. Second position right there for them. Congratulations to Forster. Beautiful play right there. Dominated the encounter. And they are smiling with the trophy. Big congratulations to Forster FC. It's been amazing, this competition. So far, justify their participation in this very much tournament. But of course, two time scores is Forster 1, Traveling FC here.
Germany and Portugal. The team
Well, please, the win is happy with that. Thank you.
The team stars of what Team Monese, BC, Portugal. The team stars of Reading, Germany. The manager of Blue Rights Investment, Portugal.
Well, as that is happening, we'll be preparing the runners up. Talking about the traveling side from Anambra. They have the runners up. Their medals will be presented. But before then, the local organizing committee, the LOC, should also get ready as Chief A.K. Onyeforo and Emmanuel Dodge will be doing the medal presentation. The LOC should please get ready for their medal presentation.
Thank you so much.
Coach, we will still be doing another presentation after now. The LOC, the local organizing committee, should please come for their medal presentation. If you are a local organizing committee, please come for your medal presentation. As presenting the medal is Chief A.K. Onyeforo and Emmanuel Dodge, the head coach of Eyimba Football Club. Please, no picture should be done here. Please, thank you. You can do that on the side. Thank you. Coach Emmanuel Dodge and Chief Onyeforo should please.
Coach Emmanuel Dodge and Chief A.K. Onyeforo
will be doing the medal presentation. The LOC should line up. The LOC, if you're a local organizing committee member, please line up for your medal presentation. Thank you.
Chief A.K. Onyeforo, former Vice Chairman, Nigerian Referees Association.
Well, right about now, Traveling FC are expected to line up for their medal presentation. Doing that is Chukwu Maduruna and A.K. Onyeforo. Chukwu Maduruna and A.K. Onyeforo. Please, you are the ones that will present the medal to the second place team. So, Traveling, you are expected to come out for your medal presentation, please. Be snappy with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Emmanuel Dodge.
Thank you, Coach Emmanuel Dodge. Thank you.
Why Coach A.K. remains.
Well, Coach Emmanuel Dodge, please. You also do the trophy presentation. So please, don't go up yet. Thank you.
Traveling FC receiving the silver medals. Traveling FC traveling with the silver medal.
Well, of course, after now, Abraham Adelaga will be presenting the best goalkeeper or Sarah Peter or Forster. Won the best goalkeeper. Or Sarah Peter or Forster won the best goalkeeper. And presenting his award is Abraham Adelaga.
The best goalkeeper of the tournament.
Please, no picture should be done here, please. Can you move out, please? Can you move out? Thank you. course, after that, Osaka AK. Osaka AK should step forward, please. After that, Osaka AK should step forward. Osaka AK. Okay, Osama AK. Osama AK. Osama Peters has been gifted a blue. Osama AK should step forward. And after that, to reward, he's coming to reward the highest goal scorer of this competition. And the highest goal scorer is no other than Uche Eyimba of Forster. Well, while that is going on, the scholarly player should please get ready. Mr. Kotiadebe will be rewarding that most valuable player. Kotiadebe will be rewarding the most valuable player. And the young man has been gifted a set of boots, a pair of boots, for him to continue his play. Ladies and gentlemen, Kotiadebe will be rewarding the most valuable player. Ladies and gentlemen, the most valuable player for the 2026 Abia State Dreamland Scouting Tournament is Abia City. A very victorious award there. He's been an outstanding player, a lucky player. Well, of course, it's right about time to reward the best coach. The best coach. Presenting that his skills in personal medias. Well, rewarding the best coach is Gilson Remedios. Ladies and gentlemen, the best coach for 2026 Dreamland Abia State Under 19 Scouting Tournament goes to Eyimba Aba. Coach Eyimba Aba. Coach Eyimba Aba of Dreamland FC. Dreamland, their coach, will be going home with the first coach of this tournament. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the medal presentation for the winners. And of course, the running one of presenting the medal, Kotiadebe, Abraham, Osama, and Gilson. They will be the two men, or the four men rather, to do the medal presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the winners of the 2026 Dreamland Abia State Under 19 Scouting Tournament. Forster FC. Please, can you come forward for your medal presentation?
As the medal presentation is taken on, Coach Emmanuel, please. walk down to the medal table as we will be handing over the trophy to the winners. Coach Atawa, the coach of the season, or the coach of the tournament, for being the only coach
Well, of course, workout is going on. Presenting the trophy is Kobi Ebebe and Coach Emmanuel Dodge. Coach of the
and
will be presenting the trophy.
will be handing over the trophy to the winners. Coach Abba won the coach of the tournament for finishing the group stage with maximum 3 points, with maximum 9 points. He went all through the tournament unbeaten in the group stage. Coach Atta won the best coach of the tournament for finishing the group stage unbeaten.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time that we all have been waiting for, the winner is about to go high.